Oh, welcome back to Old Ridge, and I'm carrying on doing the solo again. I think it worked well last time. Tom's still sorting the sheep out. We haven't gone on any further than the end of the last episode. I think we'll do this round and we'll start going up and down. He may be finished by the time we finish this field and down with the vet. Well, I suppose actually up with the vet as he's to the north of us. Just. And I think for number 4, and I forget what the other one was, we had another one ready I think to go. He will be back, and it looks like I better rake this field before we attempt. And actually I was looking at it, I don't need to save the straw, so I'm just going to turn turn the swath off and put it onto, yeah, that's it, put it onto that, because I was looking at how much straw we still in stock, and we still got 500,000 litres of straw. I don't think we want any more for a long time. Right, I got one thing slightly wrong. I've been put right, and it isn't a corporation which is actually to do with Sprakes. They just use Sprakes. They just use those as their local solicitors. Who am I talking about? Well, of course, the company was buying out Crawford Brown, or buying out his property development business and one or two other of his businesses. But this corporation is bad news. It's the Coronation Cup Corporation. I don't know why they named themselves after what sounds like a horse race, but they have. And they have a terrible reputation around the world for bribery, corruption, blackmail, ignoring all environmental laws. They make Crawford Brown look like a pussycat. Hello, I suppose if you ask the mouse, do you think a pussycat looks nice? They may not agree. But they have a terrible reputation for getting their own way. They find the weaknesses wherever they can in whoever they deal with, and they play on them. And if they can't find a weakness, they will use any other means of getting their way. So far, they have been named in massive money laundering exploits. They have sued 2 countries for restraint of trade when they tried to clamp down on them. Yeah, one of them was in South America, the other one was in Africa. Failed both times, I'm glad to say, but they are not afraid to use whatever methods they can. And it could be a one hell of a battle royal, so I can't see our local authorities here standing up to them. Now, whether Crawford Brown will be the public face, as he is still, except for people who know him, well regarded locally. Looks like he missed a bit there. Oh well. We might catch it later, but it's not a lot. You just can't get the staff anymore, you know. And how we're doing on this. We should both get up and down again. Yes, Coronation cop, just stand clear if you see anything with their name on. They're not above. In certain parts of the world, they actually did try a trick of selling Thames water, bottling it and selling it. And just come out of character for a moment. That is something the Coca-Cola Corporation done, by the way, in Britain. Until someone twigged what they were doing. They were selling spa water or bottled water, mineral water. Says big corporations are not always your friend, and this one certainly isn't. Right, back to story. Just in case you think I made that last bit up, but that is an actual fact. Now, how we deal with them, I don't know. Well, but certainly they lost the battle on the building. I don't think they're worried about the building around here, and it may not have anything to do with us here. They might well leave us alone. I was going to say I hope they do, but the problem is of course someone's going to get the dubious pleasure of their company. I think we better get ready to empty off the coming down this time. In fact, I don't think I'm gonna be doing 4 and all by myself. I'm up in this episode. Look at it. How are we doing now? We're 86%. Yeah, I think we've got this little bit to do, and we're done. I think we get down to the end, and we just let the spout out. Hopefully, yeah, there it is. Whoa, I'm not doing a very straight line. I'll tell you what, this old combine is cutting through this barley well. I have no idea what it's cropping like. I'm afraid I should keep the figures each year, but I never do. I always say, yeah, next year I'll keep the figures and we can check to see how well we're doing. I always forget. Just put the brake on here. Leave the engine running because I will need that to operate the auger. Oops. That's better. So running again. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. Let's get round to the proper, correct side. And look at that. Look. I hope you all noticed that. Now I have to do that there. Right, I've got this already running. Now the one problem was leaving chopped straw down. I haven't got the marker I normally go by to see if I'm in the right place. That looks about right. I think we can leave this here. Again, I'm going to leave the engine running. Oh, touch and go, I think. Touch and go. Oh, we just caught the back end of the thing. The trailer thing. Do you like all these technical terms I come out with? I wonder, should I invest? Mine, we only got 16,000. Even by the time I sold the crop, no, I think this is going to prove that farming is not the ideal way to make money. We could make a lot more money if we sold all the land off, or even built on it ourselves. Let's bring that in here. And that's not joking. Farming is an industry that you normally do because you've been born and brought up to do it. Not too many people go into farming with thinking that I'm gonna make tons of money. It's not an industry for making money, or a job for making money at. It's a job that you hope to hold your head above water and just make enough to live on comfortably, which we do here. I'm not hard up, but I dread to think what future generation going to do. The average age of farmers and farm workers is getting older and older. If it carries on this, I'm going to be a young man in the game. Yeah, stop laughing at the back. And the farms are getting bigger and bigger. The small and medium-sized farms are disappearing in Britain, as I think they are in the rest of the world. You just need such a lot of money to set up now to keep going. Oh dear, I'm miles out there. I'm not really paying attention. That's better. We should better turn into it now. That's better. Oh, we're not much more of this one to do, then I think we'll go on and do 4. I'll run this over and run it until the tank fills up, then come back, empty the tank off and go and empty the trailer off. Yeah, see, some of the other little tricks Coronation Cup's got up to. We know that they, how should we put it, they told lies about 2 factions in one country, which were called the government and rebels, but there's some ongoing squabble which had been going on for years, and it wasn't really doing too much harm. But they went in and they really racked it all up and got each other's throats for the sole intention of selling them the arms. They were selling arms to both sides. Now you say, why do governments keep dealing with them? Basically because when they find a company that is getting anywhere near competing with them, they're buying them out. Now, small companies can't compete because all they do is they go into a place where the small companies operate and set up one of their own shops, factories or whatever, and undercut. They produce stuff at under cost price until the company that they're fighting against or shop goes out of business, and they set up for themselves and charge a normal prices. They actually bought out the rights to a drug used quite extensively. It was relatively cheap, but somewhere around £27 a dose. I say relatively cheap. For drugs, that's relatively cheap. They then decided to up the price to over £1,000 a dose. So that's what we're going to be battling with by the looks of it. Now, Crawford Brown's ain't going to still be about. He's still got some of his businesses here. It's his property development, and his main financial arm was gone. He has still got one of his other financial tools to work with, and he's still got his second property company. But the big one, which was working on the luxury homes at the top there, gone and not forgotten. But he will still be attempting to buy up land locally, although he seems to have gone a bit quiet on that front lately. I think he's beginning to learn that we here are not interested in selling. Most of us have been farming this land for a large part of our lives. Our families have, like the Majors, this farm goes back 3 generations. The Majors about this, roughly the same, slightly less I think, because we have newcomers, well, relatively newcomers. BP, who came in from America, has been here a long time now. Justin in the next valley, of course, is new, completely new to the business. Hello, I missed a bit. It's going to annoy me if I don't chop that off. Oh, that 1 litre, really worthwhile. Can't this fight. And Cuthbert, of course, who's also brand new, but all the other little farms around here are small farms which have been in the family for years. They just give the owners a living. It used to be a lot better living, and there used to be a lot more people who got a living at the farm. The farm hands, which had, even a small farm would have 4 or 5. Remember, if not full-time, at least part-time be called on doing harvest, especially. Remember, in those days you couldn't do a massive amount of work. Right, let's just fold that up. Get this out again, we'll empty this all. Do you think we can do a better job than we done last time? I think the general consensus I'm getting there out from this is no, you won't. You will be as bad as last time, but that we don't expect any different. Of course it hadn't come out yet, Burke. You've been on the wrong thing. Just wait until that comes out so I can see where it is. So you can see if we look behind. Grain tank's almost full, not quite, but there it is. That close enough? I asked myself, and yes it is. That should fill that trailer up. And it hasn't quite emptied us off, but that isn't going to matter. Right, whoa, no, nobody saw that, nobody saw anything. Me running into my brand new tractor with my tatty old combine. Alright, let's put that. Should really warn George that we're on the move again, but certainly and I'd be told. I think we've bunked everything on we've got, including lights. Let's give this a works. Mind you, for a moment, coming out of the camera, I forgot this is 15 and it doesn't like lights being switched on. Not when it's at its limit, then it is at the moment with, my computer's limit, it is at the moment with everything else going on. Well, so extra lights are not a good idea. I dare not put the frame counter up at the moment. I don't think that'd be good. Oh, of course, we're now coming up to where Tom's working. Probably should have done the other one. I wonder if we can see him. I doubt it somehow. No, I might probably get them into the shed and then take each one. Now this should be fun. Can I see to get round here? Luckily this bit's quite wide. It's the gateway, it's a bit narrow. Right. Forward a bit more. Whoa. So unfold this, all these lovely hydraulics. Because the early ones were all manual. They were also fun to use and better than anything else. But I don't know. But I'm going to just pop outside the cab just to see if we turn the lights off. No, we haven't. We have now. Back again just to get the turn in. We should get a couple of laps before we have to rush back to the tractor and trailer and empty that off. Not too certain the way things haven't gone too bad at the moment. Well, I want to show me backing in. We're doing on time anyway. Oh, we're 20 minutes, we're 10 minutes. Really. I'd like to try and make these 30-minute episodes. Any longer, and I know it's easy to get bored. The funny thing is, live it's easier to watch long streams than it is to watch a video. At least that's what I find. Tell me if I'm wrong. If you want longer ones, I can lengthen them a bit. But I think 30 minutes isn't far out. I know Disco at one time was trying to cut them down to 20 minutes, and I thought that's a little bit on the short side. But at the time he was trying to do 2 a day. The boy's an idiot, I tell you. But I tend not to watch videos which are over an hour, unless there's some in particular. I did watch Farmer Klein's, I think it was, look at the Willow Farm and South Knot. I think he done. I can't remember if he done Willow. He certainly done South Knot. Oh yeah, Farmer Klein did do Willow. Sorry, yeah, yes, because he had to beat her the same as I did. Sorry, FK. And by the way, if you want to see what a new map is like, look at Farmer Klein's channel, and he doesn't do them all, but he does a hell of a lot of them, reviews of them, and they're always well worth watching. And you can believe what he tells you. If I remember, I will put a link to his channel in the description. I'm in the lucky situation that quite a few mappers know me now. The less well known mappers, shall we say, or the ones who don't do a massive amount, know me quite well, and I will quite often be given a copy of a map in late beta, which I'd like to thank all those mappers very much indeed. It's much appreciated. And because I'm also lucky that being an admin or a moderator on PCSG, I do get to see some of the mods and maps before they actually go public. I think I'm just wondering what would be a good screenshot. There isn't really a beautiful sky like we quite often get. I think we might do one with the combine in the foreground, the horses in the background. In fact, I think, oh well, we'll do that here actually, whilst I'm thinking of it. And just trying to remember what I've got to switch off. Well, what do you think? And do you think that? Yeah, that doesn't matter too bad a shot. That's it. Do that now, and then I don't forget. Mind you, I always forget anyway, so I don't really know what difference it makes. Get rid of that. And because I must have hit auto combine. Whoa, go. I don't want auto combine. Of course, Alt H, yeah. And we're filling up now. Just try and get this round to somewhere near the opening. You might just have heard a beeping and the lights on. Beeping's to warn me it's filling up. Light is to warn the tractor and trailer it's filling up, because we ain't got tractor and trailer. It doesn't really matter, but I'll take this round as far as we can. And we go and empty that off, and I think that will almost be an episode. Oh yeah, so just a quick reminder, when you're out shopping, look for anything by the corporation. If you see anything off theirs, don't buy it. You don't know what form of slave labour they use. And in some places, parts of the world, it can be mountains of slave labour. But if they're going to be on the scene, I dread to think how we're going to manage to stop. Well, we've got 297. I'm sorry, I have to keep leaning forward to see the screen. My eyes are not as good as they should be, even with the correct glasses on anymore. It's old age, I tell you, old age. 99, I think we'll stop there. Oh God, you're going to do that, are you? You are, aren't you? The brake off. It's a little problem you get now and again with the brake on 15. I might as well go through the hedge. That you put the brake on and the bleep it just keeps going. There we will just burst through the hedge. And I'm just going to plough this in. I'm not going to bother to pick this up. It's not worthwhile. I still missed a bit. There's another litre we're lost. Alright, are you taking odds? Oh, if I get close enough. There we are, look at that. See, I do remember sometimes. Not often. Just sometimes. Oh, I put that up there. No, I don't want it there, right. Don't think I want the rest of those going. Oh, I better put the sheet on. And find a way out. It should be over here. Then we go down this way. Put that beacon's on, because we will be running out of fares lit, but we shouldn't be. Right, as we're going back, I'll start this to wind down. Thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. If you're not a subscriber, for some strange reason you tend to like this type of thing, feel free to subscribe. If you subscribe, I won't send Stu around, but I might well do if you don't. And if you're nasty to me and don't subscribe, so there's so. Perhaps I shouldn't try this character acting. My Robert Wagner is not at its best. It's more like Tweety Pie or Sylvester, not Stallone. No, I don't want to fill up, thank you. No, I will keep going until we're backed in here. I know you all deserve a damn good laugh. I can't remember whether... Yeah, it's off. That didn't count, just my coming out of cow. It's just to check that the sheet, whether the sheet was on or off. It's my game, I make the rules. If you don't like it, I'll take the ball away, so there, so. You know I've never grown up. Oh, don't want that. Because it's this one, now. When the last people still played 15, certainly when the last people still showed videos of 15, I get confused. I'll tell you what's going to be even worse when 19 come out, because I think I'll still be going with this series. Anyway, how far do we get? Oh yeah, the subscription bit, we've done that down. Anybody think I'd have this I had this written down, wouldn't I? Go back to the... There was we finish off. I'll come out this way, it's easy and turn around there. Any comments, questions, queries, suggestions, or tales of farming in the past, feel free to post them. I'm always interested, and some of them you might recognise your story at some point being used in one of my videos. I can't promise I'll use them, but it's one of my ideas why I want all this stuff, and I'm drifted over to the wrong side of the road here. Yeah, so I think with that, as we're making our way back, and we've actually finished off when we get to the field and our unloading. So I'll say cheerio for now. Cheerio, but continue on until we start emptying the combine. I will carry on from where we are now next week, mainly because I'm doing a lot of other work at the moment on maps, video series, trying to end some, trying to start others, and I'm just too busy to do too much of this off screen at the moment. So you're going to have to put up with me doing a whole lot of work in next week, because I can't see Tom being finished by then. And where is the combine? Well, I've got to go this way around anyway. There's the horses. Really slapped wrist time the speed I'm going around this field. There we line her up. I think this could be as close to perfection as you're ever going to get from me. I think we're all right there. I'll switch it off now. Yeah, don't look too far out. Whether it will work is another matter. Let's see. I want one. No, because we're not quite. Yeah, we still missed. Perhaps I'll cut this bit out, shall I? Oh, no, I didn't miss. Idiot. I'm just going to hop across this way. I thought I'd taken that out, but apparently I hadn't. Now let's hop back, because this is one of the combines which does not auto-discharge this class, unless you're using it with Courseplay or auto combine. That's the one I want to switch off. I said. Alright, so cheerio, all cheerio.